right, we are here with Green Bay Packers running back Josh Jacobs at Radio Row. You're joining us on behalf of USAA. Thanks so much for stopping by. How are you enjoying New Orleans so far?
It's been smooth. I spent a lot of time out here, especially in college. Came to like Mardi Gras, all of that. So it's been
right,
cool.
Because you went to college at Alabama, so we're kind of in the South. I mean, it's a little bit different culture, but still really good. Okay, you are just coming off your 6th NFL season, year 1 with the Packers. You rushed for over 1,300 yards, 15 touchdowns. If you had to describe this past season for you personally in one word, what would it be?
Fun.
Fun? Why is that?
Man, I just felt like I had a lot of fun playing football. I felt like, it was one of them years where you was winning, so it's always funner when you winning. But, being able to come into a place where it's new, and, being able to, come into a new fan base and organization and teammates, to be able to come in and just leave my mark, I think that was the biggest thing that I wanted to do. So it's been fun.
It was just a year ago that you were with the Las Vegas Raiders.
Yeah.
Las Vegas and Green Bay could not be more different. Not just the weather, but what was the biggest adjustment for you?
Honestly, it wasn't that big of a difference. Obviously, the weather is probably really about it because for me, I don't do much. So I'll be in the house. I got a nice house in Green Bay. It's pretty smooth.
You have no hobbies outside of football?
Yeah, I do. I'm more of into like business and things like that.
Okay.
So like you can kind of do that anywhere. Fishing. So that was better in Green Bay.
Okay.
So for me, it was like more of the outdoor stuff that I like to do was kind of there in Green Bay.
Okay,
Yeah.
nice. Well, I know that one of the reasons why you went to Green Bay is to win a Super Bowl. You guys won 11 games this season, made it to the wild card round of the playoffs. From your perspective, how does this team keep progressing on a path to eventually get to the Super Bowl?
Yeah, I mean, we have the youngest team in the NFL. So, a lot of guys are still trying to get that experience under their belt. And I think that the biggest step that we need to take is just being more disciplined to the little details. We had a lot of penalties this year, and in critical situations, just making those plays. I think that that's probably the biggest thing with this group of guys that we have.
You played the Eagles in the wild card round of the playoffs, and I know after the game you talked about how challenging their defensive front was.
Yeah.
From a player's perspective, what makes them such a hard team to go up against?
Man, they have a good front seven, and then they have DBs that are not afraid to tackle, which is kind of rare, believe it or not. And in open field they make those plays.
Yeah.
So I think their front four is legit. They're big, they're fast, and they're physical. So I think that's the biggest thing. You got to meet their energy. Definitely got to meet their energy.
Is there a part of you that's rooting for Saquon Barkley to just kind of continue to show how important the running back position is, especially after it was getting a little disrespected a year ago?
Yeah, obviously I'm always rooting for my guys, the guys that, I appreciate watching and I'm a fan of. But it's just hard to root against Mahomes, though, man.
I know.
I mean, playing him twice a year, seeing him in real life, I mean, he's the best quarterback I've ever seen besides Tom Brady.
He's Superman.
He's a guy.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I know. I can't imagine going up against Mahomes. He's unbelievable. Okay, you are joining us on behalf of USAA, so tell us about it.
Yeah, so I'm partnered with USAA and Marine Corps to be able to give Super Bowl tickets to a guy named Kevin Bennett. He's a guy that served in the Marines for 34 years. He's done operations in Desert Storm and trips in Kuwait and Afghanistan and things like that, and to be able to just give back to our true heroes.
Yes.
The people that make our lives on a day-to-day basis and everything that we believe in really easier to do. So I'm just a small part of that, man, but I'm happy to be able to give back to him. He's a Packers fan, so that's definitely
awesome.
dope. Yeah.
That's awesome. I mean, anytime we can give back to our service members of our country, it's an amazing thing. Okay, before I let you go, I got to know, are we taking the Eagles or the Chiefs? Super Bowl prediction.
Personally, I want the Eagles to win, but I'm never going to bet against Mahomes. So
never betting against Mahomes. There you go.
Unless I'm playing against him. I'm not betting against him. I'm not lying.
I love it. Thank you so much for stopping by. Really appreciate it.